The visitor to the University of Nigeria, members of the Federal Executive Council here present, members of the Federal National Assembly, principal officers of the University of Nigeria here present, provost of medicine, provost of College of Postgraduate Studies, deans of faculty and directors of institutes, heads of departments, distinguished university administrators, distinguished professors, emeritus professors in our midst, my Lord spiritual and temporal, the Ndigwes, Ndeze and also, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm, lions and lionesses. On behalf of the Chancellor, University of Nigeria, His Imperial Majesty, Oba Adeyeye Eniton Babatunde Ogunwusi Ojaja II, the Oni of Ife, I now declare the assembly open as convocation of the University of Nigeria, constituted for the purpose of conferment of honorary degree. On behalf of the management and Senate, I welcome you all to today's special convocation in honor of our own Professor El Anatsui. I know a formal citation will be read on the awardee, but let me take advantage of my address to express my appreciation and respect for a man who has been rightly described as a global citizen. As they say, Professor Anatsui does not require any introduction here at the University of Nigeria, where he is a renowned Professor Emeritus and where he taught for 4 decades. Professor Anatsui is everything an academic should be. He is a globally acclaimed sculptor and prize winner who has brought more glory to this university than any other academic in recent years. This explains why we had to schedule a special convocation for him. I am aware Professor Anatsui has won many awards, but I want to believe that this one from the University of Nigeria will have a special place in his heart. This is because it is coming from an institution where he may have spent most productive years of his careers as an artist and academic. I am also aware of the various gifts and donations which Professor El Anatsui made to different units of the University of Nigeria, starting from the Department of Fine and Applied Arts, the Faculty of Arts, the Senior Staff Club, the Senior Staff Sports Club, and the Nnamdi Azikiwe Library, University of Nigeria. And I can only say, thank you, Professor El Anatsui. Finally, I thank everyone who has come out today to witness and add color to this brief ceremony. Have a good day. Thank you, Professor Charles Igwe.
Me to present to this august assemblage El Anatsui, an Emeritus Professor of Fine and Applied Arts. El Anatsui was born on February 4, 1944 in Anyako, Ghana. A graduate of Kumasi University of Science and Technology, Ghana. El Anatsui promoted the career of natural synthesis idea at the Nsukka Art School by advocating for the use of unorthodox materials such as wood, ceramics, and everyday objects in art. He encouraged artists to think beyond traditional sculptural limitations and explore new media and techniques. Anatsui's method of incorporating various materials into his artwork, including bottle caps and metal foil, went beyond traditional standards and expanded the limits of art form globally. I was thinking this would unless you're not listening, then I will take that line again. Anatsui's method of incorporating various materials into his artwork, including bottle caps and metal foil, went beyond traditional standards and expanded the limits of the art form globally. Anatsui's use of discarded materials reflects his commitment to sustainability and environmental consciousness. By repurposing waste materials into valuable works of art, he highlights the importance of recycling and reducing waste in artistic practices. The choice of unconventional materials allowed Anatsui to make a cultural commentary on themes such as colonialism, consumption, and waste. His sculptures serve as a reflection of the impact of international trade in Africa and the world. His innovative use of materials showcases his creativity and ability to transform ordinary objects into extraordinary artworks. By pushing the boundaries of traditional sculpture through his choice of materials, he inspires other artists to think outside the box and experiment with unconventional media. El Anatsui, sir, because you shared your innovative approach with students, motivating a new cohort of sculptors to experiment with non-traditional materials and methods. Because your commitment to art education and the development of young artists has left a lasting impact on the Nsukka Art School, shaping the new generation of African sculptors. Because your skill in reinterpreting African aesthetics and challenging traditional views of sculpture, and because you have influenced a new wave of artists to explore unconventional materials and push the boundaries of artistic expression. the regents of the University of Nigeria, upon recommendation of the Senate, have unanimously agreed to confer upon you the honorary degree of the university. Honorable Chancellor, sir, and I call on you to confer on El Anatsui the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa. This is in testimony whereof we have caused our signatures as signatories and common seal of the University of Nigeria to be affixed hereto as provided by the University of Nigeria law given at Nsukka this day of May 2024. Congratulations once again. In order not to break the rules, I better use a simple and cheap approach of I'm standing here on existing protocol. You know, it's so many years since I left the university and attempting to go by protocol might not be some situation whereby provide some cows and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to start with, I want to accept this great honor which has been bestowed on me today by no other institution than one in which I have spent almost all my career, roughly 40 years, and maybe allowed to mention colleagues, most of them are not here, who came around the same time as me and who have provided a very fertile environment in which we were able to grow. You know, before anything else, I want to say a couple of anecdotes that will demonstrate that if you want to think you have an honorary degree today, it's not something that the fellow himself made possible, because so many other people added to it, and I want to start from my earliest days here, and now I'm learning things from almost everybody. And I start from then it will run about.
Well, a couple of friends here have heard this story before, but I think this is another audience, so I better say it again. When you change your environment to a new one, you have to kind of be educated about the lingo of the place. And I have one of my earliest educations when I went to visit a friend and we didn't run it out, and he wasn't in, and I saw a drinking place close by, and I went in there and ordered a bottle of beer, sat down. Well, there was a couple of people who were drinking straight from the bottle, like we used to do in those days. But I decided to ask for glass. I asked the lady serving to give me a glass. They disappeared and briefly came back with a small mirror. Then I thought maybe I didn't use the right word. So I described what I wanted to use the glass for, and he said, "Oh, okay, tumbler." So that was one of the earliest indications that I got. They don't use big words, here. You have to be very specific. Glass can mean anything, but the tumbler is something you pour. It might not be even glass. That is one of them. And then maybe another episode from my teaching experience, and working with students and colleagues. Every time I ask students to, when you're teaching, you are in sculpture, you tell them that every material can be used for sculpture. But, one day I decided to ask them, a new set of students, what can you use for sculpture? And one of the superb answers came from one of the students who said, all matter can be used for sculpture. And he went on, whether it is solid, liquid, or gas. I read I knew that you use all kind of things for sculpture, but analyzing it this way, in a more scientific way, gave me the idea, to sit down and ruminate or narrate. I said, so far we have been using only solid. Not one single one of us have tried to use liquid or gas. Because we've always thought these things are not controllable. How can you shape? In sculpture we shape things. How do you shape gas? How do you shape water? So I think at the end of that year, to set a question which required them to grapple with liquid. And normally you have alternatives. A lot of them went to work with solids. The other one is easy and straightforward, something they've been doing all along. One or two of them decided to work with liquid. They had quite a tough time doing that, but following year, one of them came back and for his MFA topic, he selected water. And proceeded to grapple with water. And within a very short time, he was receiving he was lucky to be invited to Dakar Biennale, which is one of the biggest and the longest staying biennale or art event in Africa. And when he went to show there were so many invitations that he was getting from all over the world to come to do his work with water in those places. And then, yeah, when I get this, they go and went to a family, well, their family friend who came to visit me. I was sleeping when they came. And I can't wait. Well, maybe I had my illicit kind of for recognition then from there. So they received them and engaged the children and gave them paper and there were crayons there in the house. The children did some very interesting drawing. When I got up, they showed me this and I noticed something. We always talk about Nsukka as a place with the lonely hills, you know. But I haven't seen any artist try to go into this idea of lonely hills, you know. But I saw that in the drawing that the children made, they were able to isolate hills. So, this is how to prove that as you are given honor, the honor is due to so many other people who have interacted with you, you have interacted with, so on and so forth. And one of the things that when the chairman of the ceremonial committee told me, I asked him what form would this event take? And he mentioned that there will be anthems and then there will be the university anthem. And I said, wow, this is an anthem which right from the first time I heard it, has always brought tears in my eye. Because there's something very moving about it, especially the refrain. So I was very happy. I said, okay, if you just taught in a school, that anthem doesn't belong to you. But what we're doing today, giving me the honorary degree, shows that I am a lion. And this anthem belongs to me also. I want to thank everybody, the Vice Chancellor, and everybody for finding time to come and do this to me.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished members of the University of Nigeria community. It's a very, very special day for all lovers of excellence, all lovers of the work that we do here. So first and foremost, I'd like to thank the Vice Chancellor, Professor Igwe, who very kindly accepted to hold this very special convocation for a truly deserving recipient. When it became clear that Professor El Anatsui was unable to make it to the 52nd convocation ceremony, this became the only option. I'd like to thank the two young people who accompanied him on this journey from Ghana to Nigeria. I'm sure they made it possible for him to come. And I've been able to get their names. They are his nieces. So one is Latifa Idris, and the other is Frances Doe. Francis. Lovely. Thank you very much for coming with him. I'm sure you have to convince him to come. And then, of course, a particular group of people that he had asked me to also recognize. You know, at the club, we call him Ikedire, and it's a name he's particularly proud of. But Ikedire means potent power. I hope that's correct. Potent power, potent force, potent energy. Ike means a lot of things. If you doubt it, ask Odumeje what Ike means. Power takes different colors, different shades, depending on what you want to do with it. And so, and he had told me that the royal father who gave him that title is in the house. So please welcome with me His Royal Majesty Igwe George Asado, the Udo One of Nsukka Asado, Igwe Ihe Nsukka Autonomous Community. He showed up with his cabinet at the right time. But there is something I want to draw our attention to. Professor El Anatsui is now a lion. But he has to let go of one of his titles. He's also known as Otaburago. Otaburago means okay, he that eats the lion, is that correct? He that... No, I'm trying to, give, those of you from the arts, trying to give a literally, is that literal or literally interpretation of it? Or Taburago means that beat the lion to death. That's what it means. It's a leopard, yes. So the leopard that beats the lion to death is Otaburago. So Ikedire, today you're a lion, you have to choose between being a lion or a leopard. It looks like today you've chosen to be the lion, because lions should be scared of leopards. So thank you very much. Can I make a request? He did tell me, whispered to me, that he would like to hear the University of Nigeria song again. Is there any reason why we shouldn't do it for him again? Okay, before we do that, the university orator, who is a professor of music, whispered to me as well that the gentleman, is it Dr. Sam Ojukwu, right? Dr. Sam Ojukwu, who actually, he wrote the song and composed it and assigned a tune to it, has just joined his ancestors. Before we do that song again, the Vice Chancellor, with your permission, can we rise and observe a minute silence in honor of Professor Sam Ojukwu? May the soul of Sam Ojukwu and the souls of all the faithful departed rest in peace. Thank you. Please sit down. The University of Nigeria, sir.
Our dreams come true. said that he is a lion, and indeed he's a lion. So you should sing, or join him to sing this farewell song to Alma Mater. The band.
Future